Hello everyone! Welcome back again to our channel! It's me again, Magelica, Filipina, currently living here in Russia. For today's video is I'll be sharing you the requirements and step-by-step process on how to obtain a medical commission here in Russia. A medical commission, guys, is a term that they use here for a medical examination, a mandatory requirement for all foreign citizen who's living here for more than 90 days. Medical examination, guys, need to be done yearly. So this is my second time already to undergo a medical examination here in Russia. It is very important, guys, to undergo this process here in Russia, particularly at Moscow. A lot of policemen, anytime they can check or ask your documents, fail to do so, this process is equivalent that your stay here in Russia is not completely legal. So to avoid problems in the future, you need to process this one, guys. Okay, so let's go now to the requirements. So first from the list is our passport. When it comes to our passport, guys, since we are processing our Russian documents, we need to make a notarized translation of our passport. In our case, it costs us 2,000 rubles, but still depending on the company or agency that you will use for the translation. Second is our migration card. Migration card, guys, this is the small piece of paper that we receive at the airport during our arrival here. Third and the last requirement would be our registration. Registration, guys, just to make it sure to bring the original one, which is from MFC Center. So if you don't have that one, guys, you just need to go to the nearest MFC and ask for your copy. So that is the three documents that we need to prepare for us to have a medical examination. So we're not yet done. We are just only on the requirements. So now let's proceed to the process itself. When it comes to the process, guys, since I was living here in Moscow, I have two choices. I could either go to the main migration office at Sakrovo or hit up the branch office on the Bakrushina. The main office is pretty convenient since you can get everything done in one spot like your medical examination and biometric stuff. On the flip side, the branch office splits those processes up, which can be hassle. But one thing to keep in mind if you go for the main office is that it can be super crowded and there's no guarantee that you will finish the process within the day. Since the migration office is quite a distance from where we are, I decided it would be easier to go to the branch office instead. As I've mentioned earlier, the process for medical exams and biometrics at the branch office is separated. So right now, we're heading to the accredited hospital, which is located at Leninsky Prospect, Building 17. We're now checking out the entrance of the building, and just a head-ups by the way, everyone needs to make an appointment. I'll share the details on where you can do an appointment. To get started, head over to the reception area in room 112 to hand in your documents and make necessary payments. Waiting for our appointment at 4 p.m. for the renewal of my medical insurance here in Russia. The medical checkup involves several tests like blood and urine tests, x-rays, skin check, and mental health evaluations. And for this, it's cost us 6,800 rubles. Finally, guys, natapos na namin yung aking medical. So, inabot na kami ng 6 p.m. actually. My appointment is 4 p.m. pero medyo mahaba yung pila at marami ring nagpapacheck up. By the way, guys, when it comes to the results, it takes about 6 days to get everything back. So my next appointment is on January 20. That's when I'll be picking up the results. Then after that, we're heading over to the migration office to submit my medical results and update my biometrics. Hi guys, so today is January 20. This is the day that we need to go back to the hospital to get my medical result. Then after that, we will go to the migration office to submit that result. So I'm not yet so sure if how much will cost us, since I remember last year when the first time I did biometric and medical, For medical fee, I paid 6,000 something like that also. And for the biometric, it cost us 11,000 I think. So we did the same process again for this time. For my first medical and biometric here, they gave me a green card. This green card, guys, is like your identification card here, which means that you have a legal stay here in Russia. Then also a red card, which is that identification card also applicable only for Moscow. So just in case that the police will ask you for your any document, you can present those ID. And for that green card, guys, is actually 10 years validity. So you need only to renew your medical yearly. So I'm not yet so sure if we will still need payment for the transfer of my documents, the medical result. So I hope wala na kaming babayaran, guys, kasi actually I feel overwhelmed. Since dumating ako dito, parang non-stop na yung process ng documents. You need always to print a bunch of documents, which is napakamahal, guys, ng printing services dito. I will update you guys as soon as I go there if any additional information about this process. Ready to go, guys! See you in a while! So we are here now at the hospital, guys, to get the result. So I'm just waiting for my name to be called up. We finally have the results, and it's great that we didn't have to wait longer time for the releasing. And now it's time for us to head over to the migration office to hand in these documents. To get to the migration office from the hospital, you can take the brown metro line from Oktoberskaya station and then drop at Paveletskaya station. Then after that, approximately 10 minutes walking from the metro station. It's a bit frustrating that I have to head back to the hospital again. They made a mistake on my medical records by not including my middle name. Here in Russia, middle names aren't used in document. Instead, they have a patronymic name. So it can get a bit confusing. However, when I went to the migration office, they noticed my middle name on my passport and asked about it, why they are not seeing it on my medical records. So what I did, guys, is a request to the hospital to include my middle name. At this point, I'm waiting for my number to be called. And by the way, guys, no need to obtain an appointment for this process. Hi guys, so I just got home. I just want to share you some additional information about the process. I still made a payment for 10,500 rubles for the transfer of my documents and update of my biometrics. I'm not so sure, guys, if it will cost the same if you will do the process on the main office at Sakrova, because based on my understanding, the lady explained to me that they will just input all my data in the system and they will gonna transfer it to the main office. Actually, it's just the same process like last year. They still collect my fingerprints and took me photos, and I thought it's not necessarily needed because the issuance of green card is valid for 10 years. But again, they do the same process. Dealing with documents, guys, is really stressful, and we cannot deny that. This is the reality of being migrants here, but of course, we need to follow the rules to avoid any problems and to have a legal stay here. Despite of, I'm still happy and grateful that we finished all the documents that we need for this year. So let's call it a day, guys. Thank you so much for staying me until the end, and I hope it helps and you find this video useful. Thank you again, and don't forget also to subscribe on our channel, Magelica and Denis, the Filipina-Russian couple. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. See you on the next one. God bless.